Alrighty, time for another Final Fantasy draft. This format's been very fun. I've been enjoying it, and well, we'll see what this one brings. The last one went mono black, didn't go as well as I'd hoped. Maybe we'll do lots of colors this time. Reach the Horizon, not a bad one. So 4 mana gets 2 towns or basics, and there's also this mythic equipment that's 6 to cast, 5 to equip, and gets like plus 15, but I don't think it's a very good card. Kind of think it's either Reach Their Horizons or Vane's Treachery. There's also like Chocobo Kick and Fat Chocobo. They're both great cards. Let's take Reach Their Horizon. I kind of want to draft a ramp deck. Those have been doing pretty well for me. Basically, the 3 decks I draft most are Blue-Red, Grixis, and like Sultai Towns. And this goes nicely into the Sultai one. And then here, well, there's Torgal. This is indeed a fine hound. 2 mana, 2/2, taps for any color, and gives +1/+1 counters to your humans. There's also Omega, Heartless Evolution, 7 mana, 8/8 robot. It's good, but I think I'd rather take Torgal. It's just the best 2 mana ramp spell. It's better than the Gardener. The Gardener's pretty good too. So I'd rather shore up the ramp. And then Omega, that it's a good card, but you can usually get high end a little easier than ramp. And then here we've got Ride the Shupoof. This card is reasonable. +1/+1 counter for every land you play, and eventually becomes a 7/7 beast. There's also a blue-green town, which is nice. Fat Chocobo, which is also pretty good. I think I'll just take the Chocobo. I've been pretty impressed with this card. 5 mana for a 4/4 plus kind of like a 3/2, and then 4 chapters means it can attack multiple times. It can attack twice. That's enough that they usually have to deal with it. So I think I like that more than the blue-green town, but it is close because blue-green is the most common color combination for towns, and it does look like we're going that direction. Here we've got a white-green land, which isn't super interesting. I don't really want Syncopate. Airship Crash isn't a high priority. I might just take Marlborough. This is a pretty good card. Land Cycler, black is the other very common color to be added. And it's a 6 mana 4/4, makes them discard a card and makes them lose 2 life. Reno and Root, I think, is more of a black-red card or black-white card. So sure, we'll take Marlborough here for now. And then here, this is a Brainstorm, which honestly isn't a terrible card with Reach the Horizon, but what else do we got? There's a black-white land. That's just okay. Gronpulse Ulchu is pretty good. This is a 1 mana 1/1 Death Touch. You can also just make it like a 7/7 later. Though maybe the first copy of Fight On isn't too bad. I do like Brainstorm. I have a Land Cycler too. Let's try that. Honestly, I haven't gotten to draft Brainstorm too much. I feel like that you could draft a pretty decent deck around it. Not like it's a build around, you draft your whole deck around it, but if I have like 3 shuffle effects, I feel like Brainstorm's worth including. Well, for example, like an Ice Flan, though I could also take a red-green town. Red is not the biggest color for me. Red and white are the 2 least likely to be in, but green is always good. Cornered by Black Mages, I don't really want to take this card. You know what? I'm just going to take the Ice Flan. I think Ice Flan is fine. Oh, and here, a pretty easy Crossroads Village. Any color town is nice. And Gigantoad is not a card I've liked in these decks. Ooh, Travel to Overworld. This card's awesome. 7 mana, draw 4, but it's cheaper by number of towns you have. And I do like Town Greeter a lot. Another combo with Brainstorm, by the way, but I found Travel to Overlord to be huge. All right, the Marlborough, maybe I play it, maybe I don't. I'm going to put it in the sideboard for now because I'm looking just straight blue-green at the moment, which is not bad. That's a late Giot. I guess I'll just take Magic Pot, pass all these red and white cards that I'm not going to play. Then here, I just think Gigantoad isn't good, so I'll take another Marlborough, even though obviously we'll see. Ooh, blue-green land wheeled. That is really nice. That's also a really good sign, so I'm pretty happy. And then the first Airship Crash I found to be totally fine. A lot of enchantments in the format. And this looks like a pretty good start for towns. The one thing I'm missing is I don't have too much high-end, though. Travel to Overworld is really good high-end, so I don't mind that. And I guess I do have these 2 Marlboroughs if I do end up in black. All right. Any Atroxas? Not quite. There is a Lightning Bolt, though. Pixie, Circle of Power, Colosseum Behemoth, Gladiolus, Town Greeter. A lot of good stuff. I think I just take Colosseum Behemoth. It's what this deck wants. I mean, Lightning Bolt's a good card, but when you're splashing it, it's not as exciting. And the Behemoth is kind of one of the better things to ramp to. Maybe we'll wheel Town Greeter because there's a lot of good cards. This is a very strong pack. So kind of anticipate getting something back, hopefully. And then here, there's a Balam T-Rexor, but I think I might take Side Quest Card Collection. I found this card to be awesome. 4 mana, draw 3, discard 2, but it's also really easy to get to 8 cards in your graveyard, and then you just get a 4/4 Flying Crew one, which is a pretty real card. So I'll take that over Stuck in Summoner Sanctum, Balam, T-Rexor, and a black-green land, which definitely could be useful, depending on how this pans out. Here, easy Gardener. Gubu Gardener's great. 2 mana, 1/3, ramps you to 4. Got some good 4s and 5s. There's also a blue-black land and a blue-black creature. Another Fight On, a Syncopate. You know, some reasonable stuff. And then here, I probably just take Summon Shiva. There's also Combat Tutorial. Both those cards are pretty good. I do have Side Quest card collection and Travel to Overworld and Brainstorm, actually, which is a pretty decent card selection card. So maybe I just take the 5 mana play and pass on the Grand Pulse Ochu and a Combat Tutorial, both of which would, again, I'd be fine playing. Here, black-red land isn't that exciting. Blue-red creature with currently 1, 2 cards, 3 cards that trigger it. Yeah, I should just take Syncopate, though. Syncopate is a pretty nice one. It's not the best in these decks. The reason that I say that is that these decks just tap out a lot, but I still think the first Syncopate can be a pretty reasonable addition. And then here, another Town Greeter. All right, I'll take that. Matoya is interesting. There are some Scry and Surveil, very little. Mostly Surveil, actually, not even Scry. But I think Town Greeter is a pretty easy pick, even though it is black cantrips. Town Greeter is just a really nice card. Oh, and then Capital City is nice too. It's a cycling land. It's a Shimmering Grotto, but it's a town, of course, and it has cycling. So it's kind of nice to pick it up off Town Greeter sometimes in the late game and do some cycling. There's also red-blue tap land, or a town, but I don't need that. Here, I think Elixir is more for like a Grixis deck than this kind of deck. I guess I could take Shantoto, and if the fixing works out, maybe I would consider it, but the rest of that pack, nothing I was really interested in. Ooh, and Town Greeter wheeled out of our opener. I thought something would come back, so that's pretty nice. Okay, this is solid. Really what I'm missing, not even a finisher, because I did pick up Colosseum Behemoth, as much as, and Summon Shiva is pretty reasonable, is like kind of high-ish end. Mostly what I'm missing is like a bomb. It'd be really nice to have like one really strong card, like a Sin or a Troxa or something that, you know, makes it so that you'll win a lot of the games where you find it, because this deck's good at finding and casting its big cards. Oh, black-green land is definitely worth noting. So we'll see if we can get one of those in pack 3. But other than that, we've got good ramp. We've got a Gardener, a Torgal, Reach the Horizon. Double Town Greeter. It's not ramp, but it lets you hit your land drops. Good card draw with Side Quest, Brainstorm, Travel to Overworld, and we've got like a Chocobo, a Shiva, and a Behemoth. So like I said, some pretty reasonable stuff. I guess I could use more interaction. I've got, like, I don't have any Ice Magics, for example. All I have is Syncopate, Shiva taps things down, and Airship Crash. So yeah, definitely lacking there. All right, another free blue-black land. So now the Black Splash will be easy. I could even take Ahriman. This card is not too bad. I don't really like the other 2 cards anyway, so it's a good way to, like, you can sack your Town Greeters to draw a card. It's not so bad. And here, sure, I'm not playing either of these, I guess, so whatever. Fight On is actually not a 0. All right, let's go Atraxa. Not quite. What do we got? Oh, we got Milli Vanilli. 4 mana, 3/2, mills 2 cards, and then gets a permanent from your graveyard to your hand. So this is great. I'm going to take that over a T-Rexor and a blue-green land and a card collection. Maybe one of those will come back. I opened 2 of the same mythic, and it was a terrible one. Yeah, that's fair. Let's see. Could still get past an Atraxa, you know. Well, it did get past a Mythic Bomb. The problem is Lightning is not a card this deck can use. I guess I'll just take another Town Greeter. Yeah, I think it's fine. The third one is a lot less exciting, honestly. Though at this point, I'm pretty sure I'm going to want to splash Fight On, because I've got 2 lands, and with 1 swamp, it'd be pretty trivial. I could even play one of these Marlboros maybe. And getting to get back Vanilli or Colosseum Behemoth is pretty reasonable. Just a good gas spell when you have all these greeters. Here, I guess I could ride the Shoopuff. This doesn't sound so bad. I'm going to hit a lot of land drops with these Town Greeters. I definitely don't need Marlboro. Dreams of Laguna is also pretty good. It's just some good card advantage. I guess actually I should take the flashback card. I have 3 Town Greeters. Flipping over this on a Town Greeter, that's actually just good clean magic. So kind of a disappointing third pack so far. I've taken Town Greeter, Dreams of Laguna. I guess Milli Vanilli here is a pretty decent card, but the other 2 not too exciting, and it's not getting better. Yeah, I'll take another Dreams of Laguna. I think That's what I want over Grand Pulse Ochu. I feel like I have the ground, if not locked up, at least enough town greeters and whatnot to be blocking on the ground. So my main issue here is I just would like one better way to close. So I mean, I suppose a bunch of land cyclers can do it with ways to bring them back. The person here has 5 packs on them. Cloud of Darkness. There we go. 5 mana, 3/3 flying, and -X any creature, X number of permanents in your graveyard. Really good with Fight On and Milli Vanilli, and I don't want Water Crystal, despite that nominally being a finisher. Okay, well, now I feel a little better about all that. Maybe I play the second Marlborough, maybe not. I'm probably going to want to play 1 Swamp in my deck, so the second one of these could be a little tricky. I don't know. I'll take a T-Rexor, though. T-Rexor is nice. All right, well, I'm definitely not playing a second Marlborough because 3 land cyclers, I think, is sufficient. And then no playables here. Sure, I'll take a Vincent's Limit Break, but not a card I've really tended to use very often. One more new pack. I guess we could get an Atraxa still. I mean, we're at what? We're at 22 playables here. That's not too bad. I don't need another land cycler. I don't need a Dire Rat. I don't think I need this. Despite it having flashback, sure, I'll take it. It does have flashback if I were to mill it, but I'm not that excited about that. The Brainstorm looks kind of nice here. I think with the 3 land cyclers, Cloud of Darkness, Fat Chocobo, Shiva, Coliseum Behemoth, I've got a decent shot at finishing things off. I'll play another T-Rex or so. Now this is 23 cards. So I actually probably want one more playable. Lunatic Pandora is not the worst. I don't know if I'm going to play it, but maybe I'll play Ariman. Eat those town greeters. No, I don't think I'm playing Eden. No, Eden's kind of interesting. If my mana's good enough, that card could be nice to play. It's just like a kind of another gas spell you can pick up off town greeter. You play the town greeter, flip it, get this. It's slow, but it does eventually lead to some more things here. If someone's drafting white, they can go nuts. Okay, so there's a white town that doesn't do anything for me. I guess I'm just going to be adding 1 card. It might be the Lunatic Pandora. Getting that Cloud of Darkness was nice. That was like the only saving grace out of that pack. Because I do want to cut a land here. I think I can probably cut an island. Yeah, 1 swamp sounds right. I think I can play Eden. So what, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 green. Plus the 2 T-Rexors and then 4, 5, 6. 7. Yeah, I've got plenty. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black plus the Marlborough. And the town greeters are going to flip black sometimes, reach the horizon too. I could either put in this as a way to destroy permanents. I have a lot of expensive cards. Maybe I put in an Ariman. It's just like kind of a blocker. And yeah, it seems pretty reasonable. All right, let's see how this goes. This deck is just okay. If I got 4 wins, I think that'd be reasonable. If I got more, it'd be exceeding expectations. And if I got like 2 to 3 wins, I think we could do a little better than that. All right. Battling against Jaya Ballard, Task Mage, though I think maybe she's retired by then. I'm on the play. Yeah, I mean, this is a hand where Town Greeter definitely shows it's weaker than Gubu Gardener, and at least in the opener. But I still have a good 2 mana play and then a 4 mana play into Behemoth on 5. If I draw Gardener or Torgal, a Fine Hound, on turn 2 here, then this hand just becomes awesome. Because then it's just like turn 2, 2-drop, turn 3, reach the horizon, turn 4, Coliseum Behemoth. Probably going to have to settle for a turn slower and hopefully find something to play on turn 3 here. All right, let's play the Dark City here. Tonberry, yeah, that's fine. All right, well, no 2-drop ramp spell, unfortunately. And I'll pick up an island, sure. Kind of doesn't matter. I milled a T-Rexor and a Chocobo for this Vanilli here. So, what's my best 3 mana play? I mean, honestly, drawing Syncopate would be fine. Even something like Dreams of Laguna is totally fine. The double Raise Dead would be okay, I suppose. Just something I get to spend my mana on. I don't like not spending mana on turn 3, but it's a pretty good chance that we don't. Okay. Yeah, that in fact is not spending mana. All right, pass the turn. I mean, the behemoth is pretty good. Gonna probably disenchant something by the time I cast it. Black-white tends to have a good amount of artifacts and enchantments. If my opponent has a play this turn, which they probably do, it could be pretty annoying. If they go 1, 2, 3, then my missed turn 3 play is a bit rough. Oof, into Rufus Shinra. Now I draw the Syncopate. Oh, this game would have been so much easier. Well. Sure, let's get some towns. Now I'm going to take 6 and they're going to put a dog into play. It's like chumping with the town greeter doesn't even really do anything. They even have Coral to tap the behemoth, so I really need them to play an artifact or enchantment this turn. That is not it. All right. 5 creatures in play here. Let's play Colosseum Behemoth and draw a card. Pass the turn. I could have gone vanilla into something, but I kind of feel like just going ramp into Behemoth was going to be the best shot. There's an artifact or enchantment to blow up. All right, I'm just dead here. Well, didn't have a play on turn 3, and they went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is a way to lose for sure. All right. All right, Ugin, let's see if you can do better here. Okay, this hand's interesting. So I can go turn 1, tap land. I guess I go turn 2 Greetered, and turn 3 I can go Brainstorm, cycle the Flan. All right. Opponent's on white again with a 1-drop, so not the ideal world, but that's okay. Well, this Cloud of Darkness is ready to roll already, so that is nice. And I'll take 1 here. I mean, I guess I technically I don't have a turn 3 play here, but I'm going to get to do some good fixing. So card selection. The reason I'm doing this first is I kind of want to put back an island and go get it. And I think Dreams of Laguna, honestly, is just not gonna end up working out here. I just don't think I'm gonna have time for this. Okay, and pass the turn. Cycling Ice Flan, end of turn. Okay, they didn't have a 2-drop. That helps a lot. And their 1-drop's a 1-power creature, so playing against black-white again. My draw is actually kind of similar. Oh, wow, are they going to sack the Blitzball? Good on them. In terms of speed, still didn't really add to the board on turn 3. But I'm so much better shape now than I was. So let's get Treno and Crossroads Village. Just getting all the tap lands out. And I can name green on that one, I think. And hit. And then next turn I can Cloud of Darkness, I can Chocobo. The Fight On is going to be really nice at some point here. Okay, well, I feel a lot better about this game than last game, so maybe, and maybe one of these games I'll draw a 2-mana ramp. Adeline, all right. Well, I can still kill it with Cloud of Darkness. Well, I kind of can't. It gets indestructible until end of turn. Interesting. Let's just go Chocobo, because it doesn't give hexproof, just indestructible. So basically the reason I want to do this is I think that, probably want to play Torgal this turn, actually. I kind of didn't count it out. I wanted to put more permanents in my graveyard, so this is going to kill Adeline even with Zach Fair's protection. And it felt like playing a bunch of stuff out. If they have a removal spell for the Chocobo, they still get to hit with Adeline, but then the bird can block one of the tokens. Town Greeter can chump the Adeline if I want. Makes the Cloud of Darkness even darker. And then I'll play Torgal next turn. I guess I could have just played it this turn instead of playing a tap land. Let's see what they got for me. And this isn't a human, so it's not like I would get... Oh no, I guess this actually doesn't have to tap. You could just have it in play. Interesting. Do I want to trade Fat Chocobo for Zach Fair? Yeah, sure. I'm okay with that. Chocobo's not doing a whole lot for me. It would get 2 attacks in, but I'm gonna. Zach Fair is gonna cost me a card. Like no matter what, this is gonna cost me a card. Oh, they have a trick in hand. That also works. Hopefully they use up a hexproof trick. Oh, they're just gonna -2/-2 it. That play just really wasn't very good. Like if they wanted to do that, they could just sack the attacking token to -6/-6, and then I wouldn't be able to block. But you know, well, I guess we'll take it. Let's go Cloud of Darkness. It's funny that I can cycle this. If they were like +1/+1 the Adeline in addition, then oh, they have bounced the Adeline? That's gross. Okay. Well, let's play Torgal. And yeah, actually I'll attack with my Chocobo. Happy to trade off. Ambrosia Whiteheart is also legendary, so it triggers the Blitzball. I'm very happy to trade off this Cloud of Darkness, because fight on, getting back Cloud of Darkness, and probably just one of the T-Rexors or something. Sounds pretty good to me. Okay. Ambrosia Whiteheart. Adeline, yeah. Understood. Okay, let's go. Block. If they want to sack Zach Fair to kill my Torgal, they can. Okay, they did not. And once again, see if a Cloud of Darkness can get that fairy. So I get Cloud of Darkness. I could also get Summon Shiva, but I think just the T-Rexor sounds pretty good. And oh yeah, this is actually going to work great. Cloud of Darkness, this is going to be -4/-4 because I brought back 2 things. But I get to cycle. If they use Zach Fair, I get to cycle it. So it's like I killed Zach Fair with a cycling land. Though also, I could have cycled the Balam T-Rexor, so that play was just there. I guess I don't fault my opponent for not seeing it, but it is kind of, it makes my play like a little less cool that they could have just, I guess they'd be trading Zach Fair for a Balam T-Rexor, which is reasonable. But in any case, that worked out great for me. And let's see. I mean, I guess I'm kind of flooding out. I mean, also, I mean, right now I have 10 lands and they have 5, so I have 5 more lands than they do, which means, and I'm still like comparable on cards, which means at some point they're gonna start drawing lands and I'm gonna start drawing spells. I just have to not die before that happens. Also, I have gotten them down to 9. How did I even do that? Did they pay life somehow? No, they didn't. My Town Greeter attacked. My Cloud of Darkness attacked. No, I never got to attack with that, I don't even think. So, oh, my Chocobo did a little bit of damage. Perforos, God of the Forge. Okay, that card's pretty bad, I think. Oh, Ahriman, what a great draw. All right, let's play Ahriman here. Getting to cash in Chocobos and Torgals for action sounds pretty good. So this is when they play I know it's unreadable. When they play a creature, I take 2 and they can pump their creature. Oh man, get to sack the T-Rexor. Yeah, that's pretty great. When they play a creature, I take 2 and they can pump their creatures +1/+0. They go to 6. All right, let's play Town Greeter. I do have this land there as well. It's a 2/2 Town Greeter. I have 11 cards. And I played my land already. Let's just pass the turn. I guess I don't need to randomly start sacking things. It's just good to have the option to do so. Cloudbound Moogle, sure. So I can make a 3/4 flying. Oh. Putting it on Rufus? Okay. Block like this. They kill one of my creatures. They kill my Torgal, I guess. They made this a 3/4. My Cloud of Darkness couldn't attack into it, so... Alright. Sure. Mill 2. Sack this. I'm just going to get back Summon Shiva, I think. Play this and tap down the Moogle. All right. I know they good game me, but I was in the middle of doing stuff, so I wasn't worrying. All right, on the board. All right, battling the car and mirror. And I'm now reduced to mythic numbers. I'm on the play. Yeah. It is funny that I haven't played a ramp spell on turn 2 yet, but I do have more town greeters than 2-drop ramps, 3 and 2 respectively. Yeah, let's greet the town, shall we? Okay, get back my crossroads and gain 2. Bin, fight on, and a side quest card collection. Though this could pick up the side quest if I was so inclined. Greens. Let's just play Town of Ruin. Do I want to cycle this Balam T-Rex, or I kind of don't think so. Feels like I have 5 lands already. Number 6, a little less likely. All right, Ignis Saintia. So it looks like they're blue-green. See if they get another color here. Have their top 6 blue-green towns. The town mirror also makes me kind of not want to cycle this because it ends up being kind of a war of attrition, and you have time to hit your land drop, so just whoever plays more big creatures, though the quality of the big creatures does matter too. All right, they are also Sultai towns. Oh, the post-combat research your land, by the way, is a thing. Oh, actually, hold on. What do I want to do? Do I want to play Armin now? I think I'll play Vanilli. And I think I just get back to side quest. It is kind of a shame that I milled the fight on, because that's a card that I really like having access to late with this in my graveyard and all that. But I guess we'll have to live with that. Decking is a real concern. I already have like card draw, milled for 2, milled for 4, so gotta watch out. All right, they look like towns indeed. My thing's doesn't just a 3/2, so feels like trading is probably fine. Okay, you got any ramp? Got any card draw? Didn't play a removal spell. All right, nothing so far, huh? Sure, let's collect some cards. If they have a counter, they have a counter. I have 5 cards in my graveyard, so I won't be transforming this turn. Discard 2. Probably want to discard Torgal, and I guess I could just discard Brainstorm. I think, yeah, that seems fine. Play this, pass the turn. I just feel like I have enough. I didn't draw an untapped land. It's kind of annoying. I have enough gas here that I don't really think I need the Brainstorm. Oh, and they can exile a creature to make a food. I guess that makes this a little harder to flip, but I don't really care about that. And I don't have any more graveyard stuff going on, so them spending mana on this, fine by me. Okay, 5 mana. If I draw a land, that would be great, because then I'll probably T-Rexor. If I don't, I'll probably reach the horizon. But now let's just start playing our things. Okay, I got syncopated. So it goes. I'm gonna get turned into food again. And they have 1 thing left to... No, still 2. Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of creatures in my deck. All right, they're on 6. They have a land cycler to play. I'm going to play Marlborough next turn and then play Crossroads Village on blue. And maybe Vanilli getting back nothing. Getting back a land? Okay. I mean, if you got to get something started, that's fine, but not a very powerful play, I'll say that. All right, I kind of don't hate how this is going. I mean, it's hard to tell. They're not really doing that much. They've syncopated something. They've made some food tokens. They're deciding between the gate, or rather town, and a basic. They took the basic, so they have mana to spend. I guess they have this Ignis that they want to keep on using. That's fine. Okay, Marlborough it is. Let's eat a card. And I'd kind of like to hold off on playing Travel to Overworld until I can make it cost even less after casting Reach here. All right, what did I mill? Oh, 3 spells. I'll take that. Because if I can do that, then I can cast it and cast spells in the same turn, which would be pretty nice. All right, they get to stack up another food. Go for it. I mean, the side quest would have flipped by now, so that is, or I guess actually since this got, the Balam got syncopated, wouldn't have quite flipped, but would have been closer than it is now. I'm assuming it will flip at some point because I don't know. Well, I don't know how long they have, how much longer this is going to be in play necessarily, and if they're going to spend mana on it every turn. They have 7 mana now, but it doesn't seem like they have a big card in hand. I mean, maybe they'll play one now, but it feels like they could have, if they had something big. They've had a couple turns where they probably could have gone untap land, play it, but they've just played towns every turn. All right, I've got a 4/4, so they can't really attack. I guess they could flash back their Gitsol greens. Next turn, I'm looking at Ahriman plus Reach the Horizon. All right, you got it. Send with Marlborough. I also don't mind potentially blocking. Or are they considering double blocking? Oh, yeah. I'm in for that. Alrighty, man. Reach the Horizon. So I don't want to get, I definitely want to get Seat of Sanctum. That's great. I don't want to get Capital City, I don't think, because it, even though, yeah, I don't even need to make this cheaper. It's already max cheapness. I'd rather draw my cycling land. So I hope they don't have a way to make me discard this turn, because next turn I'm going to draw lots of cards. Ah, that's why they wanted to trade off. Sure. Sahagin and Ultras. They have a kind of weird deck here. They should just pull back the other one. Yeah, I think that's totally reasonable. It's funny, if you knew you were playing the mirror, that's when you would like want Water Crystal, or in your deck to just mill them out, but that's not where we're at. Okay. It's time to fire off Travel to Overworld here. They have a counterspell? Like, they'd have to have like literal counterspell. The Ignis is making my Eden a lot weaker. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 4, 5. So I don't have enough mana for Chocobo and Shiva. Let's get Chocobo going. I could play Shiva next turn. And might as well hit in the air for 2. Pass the turn. I'll probably want to cycle Capital City here, but I suppose I can wait on that. Yeah. Pass it up, and then I'm going to gain 3 off some food, sure. I mean, if I don't trade for the vanilla in play as well, it makes it a little weaker to play the second one, so there's that. I have 10 cards left. I'm not casting any more Town Greeters this game. Enough of those. Oh, they have their own Travel to Overworld. Okay. Now play. I mean, this could actually come to decking. It's not inconceivable that it does. They haven't played too many of their big things. I did mill some of them. And 10 cards, 12 cards. Yeah, I mean, it kind of depends on what else they play here. Passing the turn, huh? Yeah, I mean, I'll still cycle the Capital City, I think. Okay, Cloud of Darkness isn't bad. Colosseum Behemoth's obviously fine. And let's go Cloud of Darkness. While I still have permanents in my graveyard. I'm going to target the Ignis Scientia. So even if they get a card out of my graveyard, it still will kill that. And then I'll probably play Shiva and tap down their thing and attack them. Not really sure exactly what they're waiting for. And if they have a sweeper, maybe then they have a sweeper and they kill all my stuff, you know? So it goes. Okay, 2 cards, still plenty. Still sufficient. The thing activated 5 times. They spent 15 mana on that thing. It's a lot of mana to spend not really doing anything. But so it goes. All right. Summon Shiva. If they have another counter spell, then they actually do have a window to use it here. My opponent has taken a long time after every decision, but I guess that's just normal arena things. They have another Vayne's Retribution or something, Vayne's Betrayal. Yeah, I'm going to send with all my idiots. They can gain 6, but then they'd still be taking 4 this turn. They can also kill, like, my fat chocobo, I guess. Or kill my... Not my non-fat chocobo, I don't know. I'm not cycling this airship crash. Okay, they just took it all down to 9, and then they go back up to 15. They gotta do something here. Do they not have any spells in their deck? They just drew 4 cards. They have about to have 11 cards in their deck, so I guess we'll see. 5, 10... They still have 5 lands in between their hand. 4 lands probably. Assume they're playing 17. So, I mean, that's not a lot of lands actually. We'll see how this works out. All right, Sahagin. Sure. So they're not starting with a sweeper, presumably. I guess they could still be casting fire magic. That would kill those 4. Yeah, that would be pretty good. That's what they had. Hopefully they just, make plays. I guess their timer's going to run out, but it always is just funny when people, they take their time. They take their time. They did have the fire magic. Man, that is unfortunate. All right. All right. Colosseum Behemoth left and another Ignis. Sure. Okay, take my turn. This is going to flip at least. That's nice. So let's tap down the Sahagin. Send for 8. Boom, boom. Colosseum Behemoth. I don't think I want to tap the Eden here. And 7 cards. I think I'm just going to destroy one of these foods. And then this thing's going to flip too, which is nice. Because I'm going to want to use Eden next turn. And Sin Spear's Punishment. Okay, I do have Airship Crash, so that is nice. So I'll let that resolve. And they hit a Sahagin. Sure. And they have Vanilli here, so they're going to want to cast that. Oh, I might want to wait on the Airship Crash. Hold on, I got to set a stop on my turn. First main. Go to 10. I mean, these things are going to... Both of those summons are going away. I think I do use this, though. They can use Ignis to stop it. But that taps them out, so I think that's actually fine. Because, look, they'll tap out 5 cards. I'm going to draw 3 cards on their turn. And then and then they can sack 1 food and they go to 10, and I hit them for 11 because the sin is going to be gone. Okay. So I think unless they have a removal spell in hand, I think I'm doing pretty good here. They need to have almost exactly Ice Magic as a bounce spell, which I kind of doubt they have, but we'll see. All right. They going for it? They are going for it. Okay. Take my turn. Draw. I set a stop set. I'm going to crew this with. So this gives trample as well. I have 1 card left. It's all town greeters. These both have trample, right? Yeah, so I can just let them block with sin. So if they block the flying carpet, I just pass. If they block the Colosseum Behemoth, so now I can just pass because they're taking lethal. And then boom, airship crash for the win. Nice. That worked out nicely. Oof, what a game. That was a grind, but we got there, and it turns out spending 18 mana making food didn't seem like I'm not saying they had better things to do, but it's not a great sign for your turns 4, 5, and 6 play involved doing that. So we got the dub. 2-1. All right. Battling against the T-Rex of some kind. King of Feathers, maybe? From D&D. I'm on the draw here. It's a 1-lander, but it's got a bunch of land cyclers. All right, you know what? I'll mulligan it. I'll be responsible. All right, I'll keep this hand. What do I want to put back? What is my plays going to be? I kind of feel like I can put back Eden here, or yeah, or maybe, yeah. Let's put back Island. I explain. This might seem a little greedy, but I feel like Town Greeter on 2 is a pretty good chance of hitting blue, and if it doesn't, I can cycle Ice Flan. Though I've actually got multiple ways I can do this, but it felt like keeping Brainstorm, Town Greeter, and Ice Flan made sense, and I wanted side quest card collection more than another land. And I think that keeping the Eden over to Island was fine, given that I had this to go get an island if I need it. White Mage's Staff. Okay, so playing as blue-white, not the matchup you want to spend a ton of time messing around with. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cycle Ice Flan. If I had drawn a blue by then, maybe I'd play Town Greeter first, but this is going to work out well, as I think. So probably going to... Oh, they didn't have another play this turn. That's nice. So Island cycle this. Pick up that island. Draw. Let's go Brainstorm. And I want to mill Dreams of Laguna and a forest, and I'm going to put the forest on top in case this Town Greeter gets countered. If it gets countered, because they very well could have Syncopate here, then I'll just draw a forest. But all right, that was pretty good. Brainstorm has been pretty decent so far. I just have enough things that work with it. All right, I'm going to play their Slash of Light. I thought they were playing the 2/2 Chocobo that bounces, pick up the White Mage Staff or something, but Slash of Light, kill my thing is pretty weak. All right. So this is a 1/1. Whenever I cast a spell, it gets a counter. The funny thing is that actually... Oh, no, I wouldn't have flipped this without them killing the Town Greeter. I could play Vanilla here. My graveyard's not very good. But it does block. I should probably just do that. Mill 2. I'm going to get back Ice Flan. I'll find black mana at some point. I don't think I need to pick up a swamp that badly. Okay, Wall of Omens is at least not an aggressive play. I keep milling my fight on, which I don't love, but definitely blocking here. And then next turn I'm going to play Shiva. Tap down the Benedict Harmon. Hopefully they don't have Syncopate here. Oh, they do? That's a beating. Yeah, that's tough. Because now I have Ice Flan, but I really was counting on the Shiva to tap it down for 2 turns. Then I play Ice Flan, tap something else, draw some cards. Combat tutorial. Well, I guess drawing a land here would be fine. Because if I don't, I'm taking another hit from that thing. Okay, well, I did draw a land. Oh, I drew the fight on. I didn't mill it. What am I thinking? I guess there's no matter what that thing is coming across to hit me. I don't really have a way to stop it. I think I'm gonna play Town Greeter. I mean, I could block it with this side quest card collection potentially, assuming I hit a land here. Okay, I did hit a land. But I don't really have a good way to. I mean, I have my. I'm looking for my Cloud of Darkness is what I'm looking for, which I currently can't even cast. Oh, Airship Crash is great too. Okay, discard Island and Dreams of Laguna here. Pass the turn. Side quest is going to flip end of turn. Are they going to slash? Feels like they have another slash here. Okay, that's still, I think, not a very good use of the card, but we'll see what they do. Next turn, they play a Pixie and a Dwarven Castle Guard. All right. Well, Airship Crash is good, but I'm going to need something. Oh, they're just going to kill me. Okay, I take it back. The killing the slash was good. All right, well, that was kind of an awkward game. Mostly, it just didn't. The syncopate on the Shiva was like the whole game. If that had resolved, I think I would have been totally fine. But because I would have bought me plenty of time, but it did not. And now we're 2-2, and I want to get my 4, maybe 5. All right. The struggle to get off the percentages. Opponent goes first. Oh, I got my Gardener. Nice. Okay, so turn 2, Gardener. Turn 3, I can go like Town Greeter into Ice, or probably Ice Flan into Town Greeter to eliminate the risk of ruin. Well, or I can play the Town Greeter first. Into turn 4, Chocobo. I mean, depending on how things go, I might not even be cycling the Ice Flan. If I find Reach the Horizons, that would be sick. Dragoon's Lance is very good. So, I'm a little worried about that if we start aggressive. So far, my 2 losses have been to Black-White and Blue-White. I mean, aggressive threats with a little bit of interaction. It's a good recipe in general. Okay, yeah, they've got... Oh, man. Okay, that's a world map. That's not so bad, though. We'll pump the Judge Magister here. All right, let's start with the Town Greeter here. Nice. Thanks, Town Greeter. I think I'm just going to play Crossroads Village on blue. Wow, not hitting a land there is pretty brutal. Marlboro instead of a land is funny. I don't want to cycle the Flan because I think playing the tap land's about the same thing. I can still play Chocobo next turn. I can't double block because of that world map either. And then if I have drawn another blue by the next turn, then I can play the Flan. And if I haven't, I can maybe cycle it and play a side quest card collection or something along those. Weapons of Vendor, sure. Okay, Colosseum Behemoth is at least good. Still annoyed that this Town Greeter missed on lands. Come on. Do I need that? Does that need to happen? Okay. I mean, they can put the Dragoon's Lance on the Judge Magister. And then they can send in the air. Drawing an Airship Crash would be pretty nice. Next turn, I guess if I draw blue, I get to Ice Flan. I have 4 cards in graveyard. If I Ice Flan, I'll have 5, 6, 7. So if one of my things dies before then, I might be able to flip the card collection, but I don't think that's super likely. I mean, I really am killing the Dragoon's Lance away from kind of stabilizing here. They are going to get to hit me with this Judge Magister. I assume that they're going to move it, is what it looks like. Or not. Okay, they're just hitting for 2. They could have hit for like 4 with the Judge Master. They must have something that costs 5 here. But if it's not the Moogle, the Land Cycler, oh, they're just passing. Okay, I guess I don't really know what's going on. Play side quest card collection. Draw 3, discard 2. If I draw on one of those islands, I would have just played the thing this turn. That's fine. Wait, no, I probably shouldn't discard Capital City. I'll just discard 2 lands. Play a land. Kind of think I send with this. Let's see. Doesn't look like it's going to be that likely to be a block here. They can make their Judge Magister a 3/3, but that doesn't eat my Chocobo. Oh. Okay. Double blocking and then Moogle's Valor. Oh my god. All right, well, that was going to be bad for me no matter how it went down, and I'm not liking my spot here. Next turn I can play the Colosseum Behemoth and kill the Dragoon's Lance. Maybe that's something Zach Fair. This Judge Magister Gabranth is going to be pretty good. I mean, they can just move. And they're not going to sack Zach here, but they can put 2 counters on it with Zach Fair. 1 on the world map's 5 already. Well, they might not be able to attack with their other things. Let's see. Okay, they're moving Dragoon's Lance onto the weapons vendor. Interesting. Oh. Okay. So how's this going to work? Oh, do they have a removal spell also? I guess we'll see. Let's just double block there and block the 1/1. I don't really care how this goes down. If I lose my Chocobo, then that's fine. And certainly don't care about the town greeter. Attacking greeters get +2/+0. So I die. And they're even going to Zach Fair on something. Why is this just hanging out? Who knows? But we're dead. Yeah, all right. Lost to 3 white decks. Yeah, that is a weakness for sure. This deck, was just an okay ramp deck. This format can be tough. I did like my last deck a lot more than it did. This deck, I thought 2 to 4 wins was going to be by far the most likely outcome. This deck was okay. It's just nothing special. There wasn't anything going on here where like, ooh, this is great, you know. So, okay deck, mediish. I think I had slightly bad results, but that's sometimes how it goes. Splashing for Ari Man, playing multiple dreams for your 3 towns greeters. Yeah, we're not talking about the best deck here. So, 2 wins with this. Give you a lesson on how Towns deck looks when it doesn't quite get there, but you know what? I'm not done with Final Fantasy. We got more to come, and I'll get some dubs. Maybe I just need to draft Blu-ray. Maybe that's the key. So that'll do it for today. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll be back tomorrow with another draft. See you then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.